Here we go. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Spot. No. Slam.
Garoppolo gives Sabrina. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Finding some room at midfield. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Push him back.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike 48. Mike 48.
12, 12.
Stop here, D.
Hey, hot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Being chased out left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Ferguson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go. 180!
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check
11, 11, 11, 11.
Watch the twins.
11, 11. Get hot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert! 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 Get hot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dominic Pecco racks up the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. On first down, here's Breida. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. 180.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our... The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 65. 180.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go. 180.
Check 48. Come on.
Let's back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still 1st half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as time expires in the first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. You knew time was going to run out, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very out up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat. On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Ingram again. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. Shoot!
21.
Hey, alert 3. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs? Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Ingram, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A pass complete here to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10, 28-yard line.
They're not ready. Alpha. They're not ready for this. They should have.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 53 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
57 to Mike. 57.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 60 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And that will get them one closer. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the